What are you training for? So a lot of people will say, I go to fill in the blank classes. And then other people go, no, that's useless, that is. Well, for what? So a lot of people would say that Taekwondo is useless. Well, if your goal is to become a gold medal winner at the Olympics in Taekwondo, then I would say Taekwondo is the most useful thing in the world for you. As long as you are completely honest with why you're training, there is nothing wrong to training. It's all good. If you go, I go to this club or that club because it's a safe environment where I can get out of the house. It's a nice way of getting an hour of exercise every other day. I'm in a friendly class with people. I don't feel anxious there. It helps me with my anxiety. It helps me with my mental health. It helps me with this, that, and the other. I'm going to this class because I love the style and the art and the system, and I really want to know more about it. That's fine. If you're saying I go there because I live in a bad area or my work puts me in front of bad people and I need to know how to fight, that's somewhat different. At that point, you need to be really, really honest with yourself about why you're training. So, if you are training for the purposes of I need to be better at fighting to be able to defend myself, you need to look at the syllabus you're training in. How much of that resembles real fights? For real fights, I'm not talking about match fighting. You can go on your favorite video sharing website, of which you have multiple choices, and just Google street fight, Google drunk fight, Google bouncer fight, and you'll see what actual real fights outside a nightclub on 1 o'clock on a Saturday morning, real fights outside a chippy on a Friday night, real fights outside a bar because two people disagree on a sporting result as though beating the shit out of somebody else is going to change the football result. That's what real violence looks like. So that's what you're going to have to deal with. So look at those, then look at what you're training and be completely honest with yourself. Does what you're training in fit into that? Does it work? Is it applicable? If not, have a word, have a really, really good long think about things and go, right, am I just setting myself up for a fall here? Again, if you're not training for fighting purposes, which is absolutely fine, not a lot of people are, then there's no problem with it. Keep going with it. You've got people who train in martial arts because they've come back after an injury or they've had surgery or whatever, and they need something that gets them moving, but it's not full bore contact. You've just had spinal surgery. You're not going to be able to jump back into a judo club. You've just had spinal surgery. You can do an online Shotokan karate class because you're by yourself, you go at your own pace, but you're still moving and it's still keeping your mind active in martial arts, which is what you like. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing as long as you're completely honest with why you're doing it. If you are doing martial arts for the sake of martial arts, if you're doing it for the growth as a human being, because it's good for your body, because it's nice exercise, because it's building your character, developing your spirit, whatever that might mean to you, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Don't let anybody take you off your path.